Hey, it's Mr. Anonymous and me. It's August 6th. Thank you for coming by, Tori Magoo 44. I think it's August 6th. It is. And July came and went. Can you believe it? Oh my God. So quickly. So fast, right? And you were out on mission again. This guy's been gathering information all the time on OSA. Ooh, right time. No. All right. I will see you soon. Mr. Anonymous in action. Anyway, hi kids. It's so good to talk to you all. Thank you for coming by my YouTube site. I don't really have anything great to tell you guys. Particularly, I wanted to say a couple things. Number one, I want to say thank you to Mark Bunker because he has helped me a great deal. And he is a really dear friend of mine. And I am hoping, and I want you all to put your wishes to him that his documentary continues going very, very well. He's got a lot of material. He's editing it. As I've told everyone, I've seen a lot of documentaries at the Egyptian, which is a wonderful place. If you live in Los Angeles, become a member of the American Cinematheque because it is one of the best things in Los Angeles. But a lot of times they have people that actually make the movies come and talk for like 30 minutes doing a Q&A. And each of the documentary people that have made them have said it was, number one, way longer than they thought. And number two, every week was a struggle. And almost every person I've talked to who did a documentary have said that. And it was a week-to-week battle on trying to get through it. So if you can, go to Knowledge Report. And I know you guys have helped him. A lot of people have helped him. But if you can, help him a little bit more. I want to see it. I really do. And I think you do. And I know he wants to finish it. I know he does. He thanks everyone who has helped him. And he's just trying to wrap it up. But, you know, it's one of those things. It does take time and it takes money. So anyway, thank you, Mark Bunker, for all of your help. He's always helping me with my little computer things. I was just going to delete something, and I thought I better call Mark. And I called him, and he said, no, don't delete it. So anyway, there's that. Now, on the Scientology front, as you notice, it's very quiet. Yeah, I have a feeling these suits are kind of nailing old Davy Boy in the ass, and that's exactly what should be happening. It's a joke. You know, you see these ads and all these things, how wonderful these people are. What is wrong with you people? You know, if you're in the Church of Scientology and you're watching this, your ideal orgs are empty. There are very few people that are going in, except the same people over and over and over, getting reg for more money again and again to redo the services that you already did. I mean, duh. I'm honestly, when I think back to it, it's like a frying pan in the face. Like, why did I not wake up sooner and get it? You know, because it really is unbelievable that people just keep on that. It's like a hamster wheel. And they're just like, and you know what? You can get off the hamster wheel. You can. And just jump on out. That's all you have to do. I mean, it's like Hubbard said, the way out is the way through. Well, the truth is, the way out is the nearest door. He took it, so why not you? And bring your docs, because you know what? You leave and you think, I'll go back and get them later. They'll be gone. Real gone. I'll tell you what happened to me. For anybody who missed it, when I left, I went to Clearwater, Florida to visit some friends, came back. My entire house, this house, everything in it was gone. Nothing that had anything to do with Tori. I know what happened, Yachty. I know it. You came over here and went through my house, went through my computer, stripped everything. And I know that because my husband never liked OSA. So I know he wouldn't listen to them, but he'd listen to you. And I'm sure you came here and went, well, what reminds you of Tori? And it was just like, nothing was here. It was unbelievable. I found my Sweet and Low in the back cupboard in my kitchen. It was like, really? I mean, my own personal videos were stripped completely. All my family videos, all of them stripped completely. That is sick, man. And you want to call yourselves a church and you want to wonder why people don't consider you a religion? That's why. That's one of the reasons why. The other reason, and the main reason, is you're really and truthfully a mafia-like organization. You bully people to death. I'm making this video about Scientology and bullies because that is what you do. And you're failing at it utterly, and I'll tell you why. Because originally, they used to declare people suppressive. This is my SP Declare, which I've shown many times. And you can get a little photo op here with me and my SP Declare. I'm kidding. I do that on The View all the time. But you know, it's one of those things where in the old days, people were terrified of being declared suppressive because you lose all your friends and any connection to family that are part of Scientology. That's a lot to lose. And in the old days, it seemed, you know, the only thing you ever heard was they're very evil and all the black PR that they would say about any members who were declared suppressive. They used to hang up these SP declares. Now, mine's a bunch of bullshit. Now they're very generic because they probably got sued so many times. You can read it over on xenu.net, xenu.net. I think Andreas has it. You can read it. It's just flat out lies. That's all it is. Hubbard said, if you don't have any dirt on someone, make it up. There's plenty of dirt on me, but I've told everybody about it. Everybody knows my shit. And that's because my dad was a celebrity. And I've told you guys this before, but for anybody new, my dad was a celebrity. And when we were like 13, 14, one really big celebrity was getting blackmailed. And we would hear it at night, and my parents were talking about it. And it was just like, what a nightmare. And I remember thinking, I will never go through this. I'm going to just tell people who I am, what I do. If they don't like me, hey, that's okay. You don't have to like me. But I realized that when I was like 13, it was like, all right, you don't like me? That's fine. That's one person that I weeded out that was going to pretend they're my friend, and they're not. So it's better to just let people know who you are. And then you don't have to worry about it because, you know, all the, I don't want anybody to know this or that. Why not? Everyone does shit. That's the thing I learned in Scientology. That was one of the biggest lessons. I became a sect checker. As much as they have a bad name, it did teach me something that everyone, and I do mean everyone, has their dark side. They have their secrets. They have their stuff they don't feel good about. You might not care about it at all, but they care about it. And that's the difference. So bullies are people that just bully people. And the Church of Scientology is that. They are bullies, and they also are a phony, fraudulent business pretending to be a religion. That's really what it is. You have to pay for every single level all the way up. And the higher up you get, the more money you have to pay. So it starts out, oh, come on in, you know, it's $40, $50, free this, free this for only a few little things. But then you have to start paying, and then the people start swarming in, and you've got to go clear. Oh my God. I mean, just look at the videos of these people. I know Denise Duff. Denise, wake up. For God's sakes, I've known you since you were born. And to just see you on these videos just ranting about how great things are, it's like, oh, please, girlfriend, wake up and come out. I know most of the celebrities. You know, will you guys please stop supporting an organization that breaks up families, stops free speech, is a fraud, ropes in young kids. I know 10 kids personally who committed suicide. Tons of people die in Scientology, way more than the average person. You know, just those are just a few of the abuses. It's awful. David Miscavige, you are a slime bag. You are a pimp. You are a weasel, and you are a pussy. That's it. That's a fact. You are such a chicken shit, and you've proven it over and over. You're terrified of people. You drive around in a bulletproof car. Your podium is bulletproof that you speak from about how wonderful everything is. Well, if it was so wonderful, you wouldn't have a bulletproof thing, would you? That's because you know a lot of people don't like you, and we never have. You're a really creepy guy. So, bullies. I started this because I saw a kid on Facebook, and he was so upset he could only use flashcards. And he was talking about how he'd been bullied to death about being gay, being called a faggot, yada, yada. And I wanted to tell you, if you see this, number one, if somebody calls you names, use the Paul Crispin handling. Takes one to know one. That's my dad. That's what he taught me when I was very young, and it's true, and it works. And just move along. Don't get caught up in these things. It's like your life is only as valuable as you know it to be. And if you're listening to people that are being creepy to you, it is going to hurt. And it's going to hurt as long as you keep listening to them. And the second I realized this, because when I left, not only did Scientologists turn on me, but so did a lot of the critics. And so after a while, I started, get in line. You don't like me? Get in line, take a number, right? And once I started that, I was fine, because it's kind of true. You only need a few friends around you. And if you don't have any friends, start volunteering somewhere and you will make friends, because people who volunteer generally are in action together and they help each other and they're helping a cause, and then you make friends. And for these people that are being nasty to you, just get away from them. And also, make sure that someone knows that you're being bullied. If you really are, make someone know. Because, make sure that you tell someone, because you shouldn't have to just keep it inside. And that's also a problem. A lot of times people don't want to say anything because then they'll get more bullied. But you know what? If you're a fucking bully, go away. We don't like you at all. I don't like bullies, not even a little bit. They're pussies, they're wimps, they're chicken shits. They can't do anything by themselves. Bullies are only bullies in numbers. And I learned that when I was doing some sales in a mall, and there were a bunch of gang members there, actually. And I went to Glendale Galleria, and there were none. And so I went to the head of the Galleria, and I said, "What's the deal?" And he said, "We only let them come in twos. As soon as there's more than two, we kick them out. And their only power is in volume." And I thought, you know what? It's true. Same for the church. And it's not a church, believe me. Same for the cult of Scientology. So if you're getting bullied, let other people know. Make sure you find some friends somehow. And thank you for making the video, for the person that did make the thing with the flashcards. And I am so sorry that you're having to go through this with anybody. I don't know you, but I hate that people get bullied. I really do. And I am a person that'll stand up for you. And you can write me anytime and I'll talk to you. And for Scientology, I'm happy to say you are dwindling by the daytime. For the critics that are out there, I thank you. I bless you. I'm so happy that you're doing what you're doing. Please keep doing it. It has changed dramatically since the critics have been around, since Xenu.net's been up, since Xenu TV's been up with Mark Bunker, the other one with Andreas, with all the critics, with all of Anonymous, with Mark Headley, who am I thinking? Mark Headley with Blown for Good, his book, Nancy Manning with her book, My Billion-Year Contract, Jeff Hawkins with his book. There's just a lot of, Amy Scobie wrote a book. There's a lot of fantastic books that are really exposing who these people really are. And if you're in and you're on staff, like the guy I talked to last night, please, like I said to him, either you're lying, because he said he'd read everything on the internet, and I said, either you're lying or you're retarded. And the truth is, and I know people don't like that word, but I don't either, but that's how I feel about somebody. They have to be nuts to join the Scientology staff. And he admitted the only thing he really knew was what he had been written about Scientology in the 70s and 80s. Okay, that's not present time. That's not now. That's not what's really happening. So learn about what's really happening, what really did happen, and what is happening now. And find out all the facts, weigh and measure them, and then make up your own mind. And ask yourself this: why can we, the critics, the SPs, the big evil people, why can we say, look at both sides? You know why? Because we know if you learn both sides, if you honestly learn both sides, you will make the right decision. And you know what? The Church of Scientology cannot say that. Not really. They might say it, but they don't mean it. They don't want you to look at both sides, because they know if you really and truthfully learn both sides, you'll be out the door like all the rest of us. So there you go. That's the end of it. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the week and weekend. Ciao.